Hello, guys, and welcome back to Bricking It, the Universal Studios UK podcast. My name is Andy, and I'm from Project Universal, and I'm joined, as always, by
Lawrence from Universally Bedford.
Did you just shot through your own introduction?
I was trying to give it maximum energy, but it just came out like the delivery just kind of went in a direction I was not expecting. To be honest.
I'm not mad about it.
No, I'm not going to do that again.
And you are
Me, I suppose. My name is Mike. I'm going to get the name of my own channel right this time.
what's your channel called this
It's
week?
Universal United Kingdom Resort Updates.
Oh, you kept it the same for 2 weeks running. My
Yeah.
God!
Well, it's
Wow.
the number. Am I right in saying it's the number 2 best place on the internet?
No,
and
it's the number one because it's
it's the
overtaken
number
some
one.
knobhead called Andy, I think he was doing.
Oh, really?
No. Housekeeping. Help me out here. I've forgotten what we're
Right.
doing.
So, what you do if you are listening to this podcast as an audio, then you need to 5-star rate this pod. You need to follow and subscribe, and obviously share it. If you have a question for us, then go to brickingitpod.co.uk. You can ask us a question there. If you'd like to sponsor the pod and furnish us with food, drink, and money, then of course you can do that there as well at brickingitpod.co.uk. If you are kind of watching the waveform or listening via YouTube, then give a subscribe.
Please do. We
Yeah.
want to do a live version of the pod.
We want to do a live version of the pod.
We do, yeah.
As I said, we're going to do it. We're going to get the messiest food in that we possibly can.
We won't wear
shirts if that's
Yeah.
your thing. Like, I don't
What?
know.
topless.
Yeah,
No, that's
topless
for the
podcasting.
that's for the paywall.
It's the
Patreon
Patreon.
exclusive,
So yeah, I mean, like that's something that we might consider in the future. You could be a brick in the wall.
Oh, I love it! I love it.
Yeah. That's been bubbling away in my subconscious for a little while. But yeah, we're not there yet. But that might be something we dabble with in the future, and that would be
Yeah,
a
sounds
bit
good.
of fun. If you want to, and we'd love it if you did. Drop us a voice note, because voice notes are our favourite medium of communication.
Do it.
You can do it.
Do it.
You can do it by
Do it.
by sending it to 07440 561162. We do have a lovely jingle.
We do.
Every single
But
time
every
I get
week
to this point,
I forget to put the bloody thing on.
About 10 seconds after I begin talking, Andy just like unplugs his phone and then starts pissing around with it.
Because this one's actually quite fitting, because the person who we've got a guest on today has recently made a post on their website about someone who, this is way too complicated.
Yeah. Just play the fucking jingle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play the jingle, but I'm gonna fill in the gap whilst I look for
Now
it.
I want to know what he did.
Hey!
Leave us a voicemail on 0744056 1162 and put a smile on Andy's face.
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
that is where I was heading with that is Dollywood.
Right. But
It was
anyway,
a really weak link.
it was really, really weak.
Shall we introduce the guest, or should we just talk shit for ages?
we've got a really exciting guest today.
We have a really exciting guest.
exciting
It's a
guest.
very popular content creator.
Yes.
And a website owner.
Oh yeah.
He has a website. He has
website,
a YouTube channel with thousands upon thousands of subscribers.
Lovely
it is
stuff.
Sean from Lift Hills and Frills. Hello, Sean.
Good evening, guys. How's it going?
Yeah.
We're all doing very, very well. It's great to have you here.
Really is. Hello, Sean.
Hello, thank you very much for having me. I was having a little bit of a boogie then when you were playing Dolly.
Oh no, it's
Did you
good,
like
isn't
that?
it?
That's AI
Yeah.
Dolly.
That's AI
Oh,
Dolly.
you're giving away our
That's
secret.
fine. That's absolutely fine.
That was a really weak link, but I was trying to get, because I looked on your website and you'd recently made a post about Dollywood, so I
Yes.
thought maybe I could piggyback off of that link it.
Yeah. It put a smile on our face.
It did. It always does. The jingle always makes me
It
laugh.
always does, it does.
Has anyone been to Dollywood though?
Well,
I would
no.
love to. It's a bucket list.
Yeah, Sean, have you done Dollywood?
It's it's a park that I've had and wanted to go to for so long now, and it's just never happened. And then, as we were speaking just before we come on the pod, a little bit behind the scenes info there. Basically, they reached out a couple of months ago, and they were doing like a preparation for this season, and they said, "Would you like to come over?" I don't think they realised I was a UK channel. To be fair, I was like, "Yeah, I'll jump on a plane and a horse and come visit you in the Smoky Mountains." But yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen. But with Night Flight Expedition opening this year, it looks special. Like Mac released the Rocking Boat Ride, didn't they, last year at Futuroscope? And everything that Mac releases, I've done a lot of work with the Mac family before with like ride coverage and park coverage at Europa and things like that. And when I went over for the press day of that, you could see how exciting the ride system was, but you could see where the budget had been cut. So Futuroscope put all the money into the ride system, into the queue line. As soon as you get on the ride, it's like, okay, right, where's the rest of the theming, you know what I mean? So, and then Dolly would come along and say, one, we're going to make it indoors, and two, we're spending the most money we've ever spent on an attraction before with that ride system and a few more surprises. I'm like, yeah, that's my kind of ride.
Nice. Yeah.
The lack of theming sounds a bit like a UK theme park, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a shame. Funnily enough, though, Futuroscope's such a weird. It doesn't even feel like a theme park. Like when you're walking around, it's basically like Epcot, but with futuristic buildings, and you just kind of walk in, and it's like it's a theater, and then you come out of a building and go into another one. It's like it's a theater, but now it's 4DX.
Right.
And then you go into so basically every building's some sort of reiteration of a theater, and I'm just like, this is a very strange theme park.
They've only just started putting actual rides in the last couple of years, haven't they? They put a spinning, was it an Intamin multi-dimension thing or something?
Yeah, it's like is it mission? I think it's called like Mars, Mission to Mars or something like that.
Yeah.
It's got like a drop track, and it's got like a free spinning sort of axis thing, and that's got a really cool indoor section where the ceiling kind of goes on fire like you see in the Mummy. Ride.
Nice,
So it's got that sort of effect. So that's really cool. But they're looking to get another roller coaster in a couple of years, so they're kind of branching themselves out from there. But yeah, that Rocking Boat Ride was exciting. So obviously Dollywood now it's already got some incredible rides. It's in like one of the most beautiful scenic places I can think of, and Dolly's there, so happy days.
Exactly.
100%, right?
Isn't there rumours that Universal are toying with one of those Mac boat rides?
They were heavily linked to one, weren't they, for Epic Universe?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a Dark Universe expansion.
That's right.
And there was going to be some sort of indoor. I don't even know what it was about.
It was
A Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yes, it was Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Imagine what they could do with money.
That would
with
be
that.
sweet.
It'd be amazing.
For their budget.
Yeah.
Like Disney as well, though. Like Disney could take the same concept and inject it into the theming. They've got the budget for it. They've got that immersive budget and theming. Whereas in the UK, it's like, well, we've got a piece of metal, so that'll do.
I mean, that's it. I mean, like, and the thing is, they've got, I mean, look, I know this is not a Disney podcast, but you like stick it on Moana, like slap Moana all over that. It's gonna blow up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible. So, Sean, you're here. We're talking about Universal Studios. Talk me through it, mate. When you first heard the rumours, how did that all work out? And could you believe your ears?
Well, I originally got told, oh, wow. God, was it like 3 years ago when like the rumblings were sort of doing the rounds, and like originally Universal were rumored to be linked with Portaventura at one point, weren't they? And that was kind of like their first sort of dip into the pond of European exploration, and then that sort of kind of weaved over the water to us. But I mean, when you see stuff like that, it's like, no, the UK's not getting that. I mean, we had like the London Resort, London Resort coming along with like ITV and a James Bond ride, wasn't it, and something else, and I don't know, Jeremy Kyle the ride or whatever the hell that was.
Could you imagine?
Strong, wasn't it?
and then it kind of materialized into this project, and it wasn't until I think it was Mohammed Yassin. I did an interview with him, and just before they got like the green light for going ahead with construction and stuff. And I was just like, okay, it feels real. And then obviously that was literally the day after all the news outlets were posting this was an official thing. Everything's just waiting on the special development order. And that was the part where you got excited and everyone saw that map for the first time. It was like, I think Universal had like a little thing on their website, didn't they? Like a little press department that they go through.
Yeah.
And they sent over this really high resolution image. And I was the sad guy who zoomed all the way in to be like, right, what's that IP? What's that IP? That looks like Minions. That looks like Jurassic Park. That looks like Hill Valley and Back to the Future. And you kind of get like little winks and nods of what could be. I mean, obviously it's still not confirmed, but there's a lot of architecture, let's say, on that map that looks very much pointing towards those IPs, doesn't it?
Yeah. We said we should get Mohammed on, didn't we?
Yeah,
get him on the pod.
He's so excited. He's like a kid in a candy store. I won't go into politics, so I'm not sure how long he'll be in power. But so get him on quick. Yeah.
No, so sure. I mean, like obviously, look, you're here. We're talking about theme parks, all the rest of it. Has it always been that way with you? Did you just like you popped out and it's like take me to a theme park, man? Or is it, how did the journey work with you, man?
I'm still terrified of heights to this day. So, I went...
Did you walk up Hyperia?
I did not, and I'm not paying £150 for it, what they released today either. That's ridiculous. That's like £100 a step, isn't it?
What about if we did a crowdfunding and got you the 150 quid? Would you walk up it then?
It's not the money, it's the principle, man. I mean, you get to the top and you're like, I paid 150 quid for this. I could have just taken a flight over the top for cheaper, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
But it's one of them things.
Didn't they have... Did I dream the other day that they were giving people the chance to paint the corkscrew?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
It's got to be an April Fool's joke, isn't it?
It's really not. It's true.
That's
the funniest thing was
so
everyone has to sign an NDA when they are painting.
In case, you give
In
away
case
Merlin's painting secrets.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Unless you are painting that corkscrew in some sort of, I don't know, soon to be revealed rebranding of the park, then how do you justify an NDA? Look, it's the same purple as last year, just a little bit shinier.
Are they charging people? Are they charging for the privilege as well?
It's actually free, but it's very strange. Yeah, it's very strange what they're doing lately. I mean, I think I posted a comment because Man City Football Club charge people, so they actually charge people to go on the pitch before the game and like paint the penalty spot and paint the lines around the penalty box. And you pay, and it's a couple of thousand. Like they throw in a meal and stuff. Yeah, but you're basically paying to do their work for them. Yeah.
Amazing.
When I was younger, I was a paint sprayer, and when they were building the Emirates, I painted a lot of that stuff, and they paid me.
Did you?
There you go.
That's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
You Uno reversed them, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
How did it all start for you, Sean?
So it was basically, well, all this stuff with my content and stuff. Like I never even bothered. Like theme parks were like, you just go with your friends. I mean, we went on a school trip once for a physics lesson. Would you believe? So
nice.
That was like the first. so school kind of managed to get that one signed off, which was genius.
But what goes up must come down. You need to prove it, don't you?
Otherwise, it's just hovering. It's just an experiment.
So that was my first time on the corkscrew, and that was my first ever big roller coaster. And I come off, and I was like, never again. And then literally, other than that, with Alton Towers, I live in Stoke, as you can tell from the accent. It's on my doorstep, and I mean, it's just a place that I went to with friends now and again on a few dates, things like that. Just your normal casual trips. And then I set up my movie website when I was 21, and I'd come back from Los Angeles after working on my first film, and it was around a couple of years later, maybe, or around when Wicker Man was kind of linked to Alton Towers, and it was kind of in the early concept of them applying for planning permission and things like that. And I assumed it was to do with either the Nicolas Cage movie or the original Wicker Man film. And I messaged them like, this would be great. Yeah. I was like, this would be great. Can I cover it on my movie site? And they're like, it's absolutely nothing to do with films, but come on down. I was like, what, really? And so I mean, I got too drunk for press day, so I missed that one. So I'll come the day after. I completely forgot. I mean, I'd never done a press day before in my life, so I didn't have a clue. But we went down the day after, rode Wicker Man, and I did a video, and that was the first video that went live on movies. But then Alton Towers, as soon as you've done like one sort of press thing with them, they keep inviting you for things. So I thought this would be good on a different page, and then. Me being the smart guy in the room, set up a page the second the pandemic hit. So I was covering theme parks and attractions when we were in lockdown.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, this is what you could have won.
Yeah. So I was literally the worst possible time. And I think my first video was, I think Scott of Your Experience guy. Someone posted a POV of the big one, and it obviously was on there, posted before the pandemic, and I put like a little kitchen corkscrew in front of the TV and pretended it like it was lifting the arms up as though pretending it was right.
Nice.
It's like the worst video, right? And then a week later, America's Funniest Home Videos Lockdown Edition messaged and said, "Can we use the footage in the show?" Paid me for it, and I was like, "Shit, I can make money from this." And then I just carried on.
Ka-ching.
I love that.
Yeah, that's brilliant. But a lot of people did become a fully fledged content creator during lockdown, didn't they? Because everyone was sat at home flicking through their phones.
There was that Rate My Takeaway guy. And now then, guys, how you doing?
Oh my God, I remember him. Yeah, I got hooked on him for a while.
Yeah.
Is he the guy that brought the fold-up table?
He did. He brought his own table and chair and sat outside.
He basically got the takeaway, went out the door, then just set up his table and chair and just ate it right outside or in like a car park over the road.
Exactly, yeah.
And filmed it.
And you've still got a guy in there who's got a blue van that does like takeaway reviews, McDonald's reviews in his van, doesn't he? He just travels around and that's all he does.
No, I've not seen that.
Living the dream.
Yeah. It's basically just type it. As soon as McDonald's announce a new burger, type it in. It'll just be a bloke in a van. That's him. But I realized I may have done a massive time jump there because I started my movie site when I was 21, and this channel's now 5 years old. So there's a massive gap there where I worked in like the movie industry. But like you say, it's a theme park podcast, so I don't want to talk.
Well, we can. It's a universal podcast.
Yes, it is a universal podcast. So movies is part of the flavour, Sean.
Yeah, your movie site's backtothemovies.com, yeah, or .co.uk.
It is. Yeah, it's backtothemovies.com. It used to be bttm.co.uk until you type in BTTM on Urban Dictionary and it comes up with some very colourful acts.
I'm doing it now. Look it up.
I wonder how many people have ever been stuck by that. You know, they've come up with great branding, spend it all, and then they didn't check Urban Dictionary first.
Well, that's the thing. Within like a couple of weeks, I'm like, where's all this traffic coming from? So I started to like lean into it a little bit, and there was a company called Wood Rocket, and they were doing like parodies of films, but adult parodies. I was like, I'm going to review them for a laugh. Like, I just reviewed the trailer and posted them. There was a Die Hard one. There was Fap to the Future, and there was loads. Honestly, it was great. It was a great time for free, easy traffic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This is for a different podcast, but I used to write porn parodies for a company.
Oh, nice.
I wrote a Goodwill Hunting gay porno.
Did you?
I did, yeah, and a Fast and the Furious porno. A porno with Prince William and Harry in it.
No.
Not the real William and Harry. Let's just be clear on that one.
Yeah. But
at some point during this evening, you're gonna think, I regret asking Sean to come on this podcast.
No, well, we're not, but Mike is. No.
I mean, to be fair, I volunteered that dark part.
We did not know you was Ron Jeremy of Bricking It.
I wasn't in it.
That's what you say. Does your wife know that you?
Yeah, of course she does.
Did she?
Mike is not at all. Mike is the Shakespeare of pornography.
Well, someone's got to do it. Why not me?
Exactly. That's what everyone, they wake up in the morning, they look themselves in the mirror, today's the day. I'm going to become the Shakespeare of pornography.
Let's move away from this subject.
Let's move on.
Right.
Let's move on.
So, sure, I guess having started with a movie website and then moving into theme parks, basically Universal is the ideal theme park for you to be coming to the UK.
Yeah, I mean, Universal, when I went over to work on a film, so the film was called Fear Clinic that I worked on, and it starred Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. and it was Corey Taylor, the lead singer of Slipknot. It was his first debut feature film, and we're making this horror film together. And they filmed it out in Ohio, but I wanted sunshine, so I just stayed in Los Angeles. And whilst I was over there, there was a couple of days off from production, and they basically said, what do you want to do? I said, well, I want to go to Universal Studios. Like, it's something I've always wanted to do. I wanted to go see the cafe from Friends. You know, I wanted to go and see the 2.5 Men stuff that they had, because that only just finished wrapping up season 10, so that was the Ashton Kutcher season, but we don't talk about that. I wanted to see all the Charlie Sheen stuff, and so went to Universal and did the Warner Brothers tour and did all the other stuff and things as part of that, and so that kind of wrapped up one big journey. But yeah, Universal Studios was a part of that, and did like the backlot tour.
I was going to ask you, Sean. Yeah, did you enjoy it?
I loved it. We're on because like some of the tours, they just go round, don't they? You can't get off, and then the one we were on, we got off, and I was like, "What is this? Is this normal?" So we were walking around like Hill Valley and stuff.
Wow!
And,
that's
having
cool,
a photo
man.
in front of the clock tower and stuff like that, and that clock tower is still being used today in the TED series, the one that's on, is it Hulu or something like that? And so we're having a wander through there, and then all the other studio tours that I was doing, but it was always Universal that stood out to me the most, because it's kind of like the park that I always kind of dreamed of wanting to go as a kid. You see all the adverts on TV. I never went to Disney as a kid. I never went to Universal as a kid. It was always the ones that were sort of out of reach. And then I was able to do so, and like going on the Mummy ride and the original Jurassic Park ride before it got rebranded to Jurassic World. And just being there in general, because I was absolutely bricking it after being interrogated at the airport for what felt like forever. I got in, so it was time to explore. But yeah, loved it. Universal's, and the fact we're getting one in the UK now, it's kind of like coming full circle, because it's kind of like the first like foreign theme park that I ever did, and it's coming full circle onto my doorstep now. It's quite special, isn't it? I mean, all of us sitting here talking about it now, I mean, at some point in our lives there's that nostalgic point where Universal means a lot to us, and that was definitely the one for me.
I love that, man.
Do you think we'll be seeing you soon down here with a drone and a microphone in your hand?
I'll leave that to the professionals and the deck chair.
Well, we're getting a lot of coverage now, isn't it?
I mean, it's great, but at the same time, I love it, and I will always watch it until something that resembles an IP pops up. Because I did this with Epic Universe, man. Like I was so excited, but I got so entrenched in it that when I went, I was like, oh, I've seen everything. I'd already seen all the images, so I get to a certain point where something looks vaguely familiar, and then I just stop watching, because I want to walk into a park for the first time and have that first experience. Like, it's great covering it.
Yeah,
I love that coverage, and for people who can't get there, it's amazing. It's great for them to explore, but for that first that time and something that's going to be that special in the UK, I just want to
get that. A lot of people want the surprise, don't they? I don't think you're alone there at all. I think a lot of people will.
I couldn't stop myself. I really like every time when Alicia Stella update came out, I was like, oh God, I'm gonna have to watch this.
I know. I thought the self-control. Sure, like what we just kind of talked about that anticipation. What is it? You go in the park. Where are you going first?
I am going to the restroom, because it's a long trip from Stoke.
That is a popular answer. Yeah. Alicia Stella said exactly the same thing to us.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did. She'd go, the restroom. I was like, okay, yeah, okay. Then where?
Okay, straight after that, if there is a Back to the Future land, then that is my all-time greatest of all-time film. So I'm going straight to Hill Valley. I'll probably be sporting some Marty McFly attire of some shape or description. I'll grab a hoverboard from the gift shop, and I'll just enjoy my time there, and I'll probably forget that there's actually other lands to explore. But that's definitely the first place that I'd be going.
You'd just be having a milkshake from the diner, you'd be listening to that 50s music, you'd just be having a good old time.
Yeah,
exactly. It was a simpler time back then. I mean, I was a 90s baby that wished he grew up in the 80s.
It was great. I was a 70s baby that grew up in the 80s.
I was an
So
80s. I was an 80s baby that grew up in the 90s. So as we discussed when a couple of episodes ago, Sean, we actually had an 80s movie quiz.
We did, yeah.
Ridiculously hard.
Yeah, it was really tricky, and I'll be honest, I did embarrass myself.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have probably pissed your pants and you would have been able to stand up straighter. You did terrible.
Way to rub it in, Andy.
Yeah, but some of them was Back to the Future questions.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
You got them wrong.
Yeah.
What the fuck are
Thing
you?
is that's me. That's me. That's exactly me. Like I've seen it so many times. But if like there's a quick question that comes up, I don't know, on the chase or whatever, and I'm just like, oh shit, what was that? I don't have a clue.
Can't
I've even got
even
like
remember.
props from the film as well. Like I literally in my office, I've got props from the film, and I still don't know it inside and out.
What you got?
Yeah, Mike's eyes of his eyebrows are raised here. He's our props man.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy because obviously Back to the Future props go through the roof. But I've got one of the Biff casino bills from Back to the Future 2.
Very nice.
And a couple of casino chips. I've got the torn page, but it was a production backup of the phone book from the original movie where Marty contacts Doc when he gets Back to the Future.
Nice.
So he rips the telephone book out, doesn't he? The page. So I've got one of them. I've got a Hill Valley newspaper, and I used to have. It was one of the, do you know, like Pepsi, futuristic Pepsi cups. I used to have one of them.
Yes.
But no, that went a long time ago due to financial needs.
So I've got a bit of the DeLorean's windscreen wiper.
Oh, nice. Was that part of the restoration by any chance? Joe's restoration?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I left a comment on one of your YouTube videos recently saying, "Oh, I will do some videos on your movie props," and I'm still going to force you to do that at some point.
I saw that. There's some bits that I can't. Well, I mean, I don't want. I mean, there's some bits from productions that haven't been released. That because basically what I do, I work with a movie prop company in the UK, and so when they don't want to sell certain stock, or basically it's run out of a garage, but the garage is worth more than the house that he lives in because of all the props that are in there. So anytime that like there's an overflow, he'll send some bits over, and you know I'll flog it on his behalf. But yeah, we had some stuff from like Frankenstein and stuff, but I can't list any of that, and so I'm just surrounded by random like hands and severed limbs.
That is amazing. Sure. I'd love that. I'd love a severed arm in my
You know
office,
the
actually.
guy. You know the Sci-Fi Museum in Milton Keynes.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Have we all been?
I haven't actually.
No.
It's great, but I don't get their no photo, no video policy.
Yeah.
They're very skeptical about what items they've got, and they think people are going to scrutinize them, or they just want to keep that surprise. It's one of the-
I think they just want people to pay money to go in and look at it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But have you been to it, Sean?
Yeah, I went about 2 years ago now.
Because
but,
my angle there is that guy started off just collecting stuff, and he's decided to open it up into a thing. It's great. I like it.
They've got a Lego museum now there.
Yeah, it's not.
so they got
all
they had an
right.
arcade place as well.
Yes.
Is it called Pixels or something?
Yeah, the
That's
arcade's
right.
great. Pixel Bunker.
That's it.
Yeah.
They've expanded over the last couple of years as well, like doubled in size.
I went
wow.
about probably a year ago
Oh, really?
to the Pixel Bunker. Yeah, it's good fun.
I love
Great.
I love
Pinball
those
machines.
machines. I've got some friends down there, so it's always like a second home. I think I live in MK Centre and just like try every restaurant and just every event they have. I'm always kind of hanging around Milton Keynes.
MK's decent, man. Like it's underrated.
It gets a lot of stick.
Yeah.
but I
It does.
think I'm fairly.
I think the people that give it stick have never actually been.
Yeah, Roundabout City.
Yeah, like
there is-
Roundabout City, what you got? You got some cows. Well done.
Concrete
Like, do you know what I mean?
cows.
Shut up. Like, do you know what I mean?
There is
Actually-
a Chinese restaurant in an old unit, an old like industrial unit.
Right, you're selling it.
You're an old unit.
No, listen.
No, I think have
It
we
is-
talked about this? Have I seen it?
It is
We've talked about
it's
this.
supposed to have absolutely amazing reviews. It has got amazing reviews.
Yeah.
It's in an old industrial unit.
You're not talking about the Japanese
Can't
place.
think what's no Chinese place.
Oh, okay. Because I go to a Japanese shop which has a restaurant on an industrial
Chinese,
estate.
Japanese, or Haringese.
It does kind of like Pan Asian stuff.
Welcome back to the Eating in Milton Keynes podcast.
Oh yes. What food do you think they'll have at when Well, no, we've got to save that for another podcast, haven't we? When we get our food.
You're going off piece.
Food.
You're going off menu.
Yeah. What have we got on the? Should we see if we got any questions? And then we can...
yeah, Sean, would you be up for like getting involved and answering some questions?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Let's see if we've got any voice notes.
6 inches.
Do you know what?
Is that all? Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Honestly,
round?
Well, that's from a movie, isn't it?
It is.
What is it from? Like American Pie. Yeah, it is American Pie. Isn't it?
Oh, see.
Yeah.
I could have taken all the credit for that one.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, honestly. No, we absolutely love getting the questions in, particularly the voice notes. So Sean, you're in for a ride.
Okay.
Have we got any? Have we got any, Andy? Any fresh ones?
Well, just while Andy does his thing,
Please just.
I assume with your not being such a fan of heights, Sean, that you're probably more of a dark ride guy. I'm going to assume
100%. But the thing is, I kind of always I like facing that fear. Do you know, like any fear that anybody gets, that phobia. Like for me, it's snakes and heights, and preferably not together, like snakes on a plane. But if it's like, if you're looking at like a lift hill and it's like there's people who are like backing out and people who are just holding their bags and because they don't want to go on it. I love that sort of adrenaline that I get when I know it's going to terrify me, but I know the second I'm locked in, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it.
I'm with you there.
And that's exactly how it felt on like Top Thrill 2 and Falcon's Flight, and you know, it's stuff that it's just building yourself up to do it, and it's crazy because for that moment when you come off, it's that euphoria that you've done it, but I never seem to get over it. And drop towers still to this day I actively avoid. I just don't like that.
I'm with you, Sean. Because I'm a bit afraid of heights. I don't really like it, but for some reason, like roller coasters, I can just about do that. That feels like the kind of the right level of challenge. Drop towers, I'm like, wait a minute.
Like, why would you do that?
Like, where's the value in that experience?
Have you done the one at Gulliver's Land?
No, what sort of question is that?
It's something like 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
I can do that one just fine. In fact, they got two there. They've got one for 6-year-olds and they have one for 8-year-olds.
You're taller than that drop tower.
Yeah, almost.
Oh, probably.
Funny story.
I was going to say there's one at West Midlands Safari Park called Venom, which is actually more intense than any of the other ones.
Yeah.
In the UK, it's great.
So what makes it more intense? I'm not familiar with that.
It's like, because some of them have got like a natural gravity drop, haven't they? And then others kind of like push you down towards the ground. Well, apparently this one's a gravity drop, but it feels like the other. So the only way I can gauge it is the bloke test. If that thing between your legs is feeling like it's floating and like a milkshake of children, then you know it's one.
I went to Fort Park once and there was the drop tower there was up high,
detonating,
and there were people yelling off of it, and there were people at the bottom yelling as well. And it turned out it had John Barrowman and this other fella, and I can't remember his name. I think he's a John. Right. And they were filming a game show with some fella from Blue. This is very vague, like a guy from Duncan. That's it, Duncan from Blue.
Yeah,
and they were filming a show there, and they had to get the answers right whilst they dropped them.
So they had to get the answer right in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, because that's quite a very short.
I can't think what the show was called, but it was. They did quite a few episodes of it at Fort Park, probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
There were Diary of a Roller Coaster Girl, I think that's her name. She did the You Bet recently.
She did, yeah.
Yeah, she
Colossus.
did.
Yeah, I tried to get her on as well, but I think she's a bit shy to come on the podcast because she doesn't really want to.
Oh. Well, you're welcome here.
Yeah, she is, yeah.
Everyone
I forget
is.
what her name is. Charlotte's her name.
Okay. Yeah.
Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
She's appeared in the Coaster Crazy vlogs, right?
No idea.
Once upon a time, she used to be in a lot of Andy's vlogs.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't know that. I've done this before. I don't really watch any other, apart from Sean, of course. Don't really watch any other.
I wouldn't blame you if you didn't, because I don't watch anybody anymore. I used to, but it's just like, I've kind of, I wouldn't say stepped away from it all, but I don't want to watch a video and then instantly, do you know when, I have a bad memory anyways. I've got terrible memory. And then weeks later, you'll get a genius idea and realize it was someone else's idea like 2 weeks
Oh,
ago.
yeah. I hate that.
So I don't want to be in that position where I'm like, oh, this will be a great idea, and I post it, and everyone's like, oh, well, this has already been done. So I'd rather not watch it and then just kind of wing it. Like last year, I decided to step away from. I used to post daily content when I first started because I was like, I need a following, I need to keep stuff going, I need to keep busy. It's lockdown. You know, how many theme parks can I literally talk about whilst they're all closed? But recently it's very much more pick and choose content, more sort of stuff that I know that would be meaningful for me to look back on. Maybe the odd little throwaway scrape the barrel video here and there, but for the most part I want to look back and, you know, there's a memory, there's this, there's that.
Yeah, I think you covered that in your
10 theme parks. Yeah,
you covered it in your recent Q&A, didn't you? You said about you'd rather make a meaningful video that's going to get 10 times as many hits than 10 pieces of
exactly.
you know, throwaway clips.
I mean, I don't watch anything now, but the amount of top 10 this and top 10 that.
I can't deal with it.
It's like, it's just the instantly, you are never going to be right because your opinion isn't the be all and end all. You're going to have someone who doesn't agree that someone else's top 10 is going to be very different. And yes, it's good to have like that kind of broad content, but you know, it's content that's going to be outdated in a couple of seasons' time when new attractions come and things are being built. Maybe not from Merlin, but other companies maybe.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them where I'd rather look back and relive a day rather than me sitting in an office going, "This is my top 10 roller coasters."
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's like, Sean, have you got anything kind of bubbling away? Anything in the pipeline? Anything that you're kind of working on?
There's a few things. So I've been working. Well, I won't. It's not really. I'm not contracted by them or anything. But I've been speaking a lot and doing a lot of stuff with Six Flags Qiddiya over in Saudi.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of the spin-off companies, such as Seven and other companies in the kingdom who are opening attractions this year. So that's kind of bubbling away. The Dollywood thing is bubbling away. It's just how to get there. I've got a horse I'm going to charter to get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Poulton's Park's got stuff coming up, haven't they? With their new land, they've got Evictus that was testing today for the first time.
That's true.
Wow.
And so there is like little things bubbling away, nothing crazy, but this year is one of them strange ones where right at the end of the year there's a big park opening. It's just like, do I want to go over or not? Because I always have to justify that sort of trip versus the return. And sometimes I just spend money for the sake of it because it's something that I want to do as like a hobby. But at the same time, I've got to think, right, it's kind of what I do for a job now. So what I've done to kind of plug the gaps, I work with the Matthews family who run Thunderworld Fun Fair, so I travel with them around the country to various events and just plug the gaps in between quiet months of content now. So it's great. I mean, they're a local family, they're from Stoke, and it's just nice to go and explore, and basically I'm getting paid to have fun, which is great.
That's good. Yeah,
that's
Never
amazing.
knock
You
it.
don't have to chase the algorithm basically to
Yeah.
try and stay on top with like.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's so difficult nowadays because YouTube are pivoting so much towards AI content. Like even today, a new tool's popped up on my dashboard saying like AI can now tell you what videos you should create next. And I'm like, well, I don't want AI to tell me what videos to create.
Yeah.
Next.
And it will do the thumbnail for you as well, Sean. You know that.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Yeah.
Does it do that now?
Awful. Don't. No, I know you love it. I know you love a bit of
love
AI.
AI, it's my
I
best
know,
friend.
but like honestly, these thumbnail suggestions are piss poor.
It's just going in a strange direction. YouTube is because like look at the homepage from like 5 years ago when I started. You go on YouTube homepage and it was like long form videos. There was about 30 videos you could scroll and choose from. Now it's 29 shorts and one long form, or 27 shorts and 3 long forms, and it's kind of making long form viewers and long form channels really struggle because you're now competing, in a space of 3 rather than a space of 30, and like bigger creators in our space are suffering as a result. People have like halved their traffic and their viewership, not because they are declining in quality and not because they're posting less or anything of the sort. It's because they are being shown less because of this algorithm.
100%. And well, also, YouTube pay less for those views as well.
They do now.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
So lose for
Facebook
creators.
seems to be good. Facebook seems to be really good
Yeah,
in terms of
I much prefer
paying more
Facebook.
than-
Not
it
for
seems to
video
be one-
content though.
No, it's just a point where now it's. Have you ever seen a Facebook ad? I was speaking to somebody about this the other day. I've never ever seen a Facebook advert yet. The money just comes in from random places. I've never gone on a video and an ad's popped up on Facebook.
Right? No. Never seen an ad on a Facebook video, ever. No.
So
No, I mean, like sometimes you get like if on the reels, if you kind of once that video ends, sometimes you'll see something, but you can immediately you can just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't do it like YouTube, pay per click or view, whereas Facebook pay for you to keep people on the platform. So you keep people engaged on Facebook. Once you start shipping people off to other links, which is why everyone puts links in the comments. It's a very good reason people say link in comments, because if you put a link in your post, and if you go into your professional dashboard or Meta Business and look afterwards, it will say you've been this post is not performing as good, and this is the reason why. You've got a link in there. So what you do is you put your link in your comments, and you don't get that then.
Yeah.
So you'll still earn maximum, and you got to put a picture in your post as well. If you don't put a picture in your post, you ain't going to earn anything.
Okay.
You could write the most boring post, put a picture of a duck in it, and it will earn 10 times more just because it's got a picture of it. No matter what it is.
Well, X's did the same, didn't they? It's the same model. So as soon as you put a link now, they're like, no, you're sending people away from our website. We'll punish you for it.
It's an ever evolving world, and it's going to be,
Yes.
while we're on this journey between now and the time the park opens, it's going to change all the time as well. So it's going to be fascinating to see.
They've got to constantly change, otherwise people just take advantage of it and abuse it, don't they?
Yeah, completely.
Like people putting shit ads out.
Do you think that AI will influence how, maybe not how the park operates when it opens, but do you think AI will have some sort of influence within the infrastructure of the park? Because I think in 5 years' time, 6 years' time, it's going to be much more dominant than it is now, and it's quite crazy as it is right now.
I wonder if in a back end, if you like, kind of security way, AI will say you need to put camera here, you need to have a sensor here, because we know that they through the redacted SDO application.
Yeah.
That if you can, because they've changed it now, so it is properly redacted. But the original one they put up wasn't redacted. It said it was, but it wasn't. Anyway, you could read it all and see the security. I won't go into too much detail, but basically the whole park is going to have sensors and cameras everywhere. You're not going to be able to fart just outside that gate without someone knowing you're there.
Yeah.
So back to your question, Sean, is with AI. I think AI will play an important part in saying, you need better coverage on this corner and here, there, and everywhere.
100%. I think.
Certainly.
I mean, we're already seeing it as well. Even in the Orlando parks, if you open the app, I mean, like it's not there anymore. But Genie was Disney's attempt to kind of leverage algorithms and machine learning and all of those things to plan people's day so that they actually got something out of it. It just turned out that they was just telling them to go back to the churro stand every 20 minutes. But things have evolved a little bit, and I would not be surprised if they're able to do some really interesting crowd modeling, all of that sort of thing. They're able to, by just tweaking the wait times on the app, just move people around the park so that people are spread out better. Just by doctoring those numbers, by adding a 10% here or taking away a 10% to the wait times. I genuinely don't think there'll be nothing that's not on the table, right?
Yeah.
Everything's going to be on the table.
Facial recognition.
Yeah. Oh,
They'll
for
say,
sure.
they'll clock you twice at the same food place, and you'll start getting discounts for that food place because they know you like it and they want you to go back for a third time.
Epic Universe, wasn't it, last year? Like, they introduced it just before the park opened, the facial scan to get into Epic, and then it kind of rolled out to the other parks, didn't it? And I thought that was phenomenal because we got is it like it was in like their version of it is an express pass, isn't it, or universal pass or whatever they call it, and basically you walked up through one of the queue lines, and normally there's a member of staff there, isn't it, to check your pass and say, go ahead. There was just a camera. You just look into the lens, it beeps, and then you basically just proceed forward. It scans you, it recognizes you are linked to that ticket, and then lets you. I was like, okay, that's spooky.
Yeah. And even the lockers, right?
Yeah, they do them on
lockers
the
too,
lockers.
Yeah.
What,
Crazy.
What they're facial
Facial
so
recognition on the
basically,
lockers.
you don't need to have a ticket. You don't need a key. You just go,
Just
takes a picture,
smile at the camera.
door pops open, chuck your stuff in. Once you're finished, go up, press the button, beep. Oh, there you go. get my stuff again.
They
What
were
happens if
having
an
a
accident-
lot of problems.
Yeah.
They're having a lot of problems with that. So I remember at Isle of Burke, they had to shut all the lockers down.
Oh, did
because
they?
There were so many. So I don't think orderly queues exist in America. I think being British, we've got our manners. We form our orderly queue.
Oh, yes, of course.
For the most part.
Yeah.
But then in America, there's like two people standing next to each other, and the wide-angle camera's like picking up two faces and like going nuts, so it couldn't pick up anybody. And then like literally the whole locker's shut down, and they had to shut literally that whole place down until someone came and was like, "You need to be in a queue. You need to go one at a time. You're basically overloading the system."
Yeah, now they
So,
batch people, don't they? They batch
yeah,
people
exactly.
into the lockers.
I was just
really?
thinking to myself, could they
Yeah.
send them through some sort of
Yeah.
cattle fencing to squeeze them
Yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah,
them go
yeah.
through
But
one
yeah,
by
like
one?
before, they used to say like, "How many's in your party?" 2. Okay, go to row 3. Now they're like, "Oh, go
Yeah.
to that part of the locker queue." It's ridiculous.
All this
And
just to get your
nobody
coat.
lines up, and everyone's kind of fighting to get the stuff out. And
Yeah.
while someone's pulling the bag out, someone's crouching like under their armpit to scan the face to get into their locker. It's chaos. It's absolutely chaos.
Oh dear, what just happened to good old PIN number or key?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like at your local council swimming pool.
Yeah, a key, and then
Yeah.
you put a little pin on your. Oh no, swimming pool didn't used to get like an
it
armband or
goes
something.
on. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a,
those
it's
little
like a
rubber
watch
things.
thingy, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do
Yeah,
those
great.
Efteling still.
Really?
Yeah, and Rulantica as well. So basically, but they link theirs to a payment, so you can go up to the bar and you just scan your wristband, and it all links.
Oh, that's
you know,
dangerous.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. That's what
Magic
they do
money.
on cruise
Yeah.
ships.
It's dangerous. It reminds me of Blackpool because the pub next to Pleasure Beach had a contactless pool machine. And we must have had 30 games of pool and not even realised. Crap. Like, it gets you.
Oh no.
Right. So
Questions.
Well, I'll just,
Well,
if
go
we
on.
just stick
I
to
want to
this-
know about Saudi. Sorry,
Okay.
Oh
we
yeah,
talk about Saudi.
go on.
do you want to go into that because you've been to Saudi, haven't you? Oh, hang on, this comment is about to expire. No, extend. We don't want to get rid of Sean yet. Oh, you must get 45 minutes. Sorry, Sean. You must get 45 minutes, and it tells you do you want to extend it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, food for thought. Tell us about Saudi because it looks amazing. Although, I mean, that roller coaster does look amazing, but theme-wise,
it's very strange because they've built it's very much a night culture over there. Like if you go to one of the malls in the daytime, it's a ghost town.
Yeah.
You know, as soon as it gets to like 3 or 4 o'clock, then
I suppose it's too
you
hot
know,
in the day.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly. But even when I was over there around Christmas time, it was quite cold. Like at night time, I was wearing a hoodie the entire time that I was there. It wasn't hot enough to wear. So it does actually drop to decent temperatures for the most part. But obviously in the summer, it's an absolute scorcher. So it makes me worried about the water park that they're opening. I mean, will there be any water left in the pools by the time?
Sure.
by the time you go in, you go down the slide at the top, it's completely full. You come out at the bottom, you land in a pit.
It's evaporated.
So yeah, exactly. It's one of them. But in terms of like the culture, they built it for a nighttime park. And when you walk around at night, the lighting that they've done, it's actually a really beautiful park. But then they've got some bits that are just like completely unthemed. Like they've got a Mack water coaster called Sawmill Falls, and the station building's beautiful. The whole land it's in is beautiful when you're walking around. You've got like fountains and loads of cool lighting effects and stuff. But literally, there's no theming. It's as if Breen Theme Park just dropped a ride off in Saudi Arabia, and then literally the ride next door to it is like one of the most beautifully themed rides that like weaves in and out of like fake rock work and stuff, and it's just like the contrast is so strange. And every ride in that park looks small because it's surrounded by the Tuwaiq Mountains, which are so damn tall that even the world's tallest gyro swing looks small. The world's tallest tilt coaster looks tiny. The world's tallest inversion on Spitfire looks like a kiddie coaster in comparison. Like Stealth looks taller than it at Thorpe Park because it's all out in the open. Whereas the mountains, tower over everything that you feel, it feels like a miniature version of a theme park.
A park with 3 hypercoasters feels small. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's a crazy sort of illusion that puts on you. And even weirder though, like when you're at the top of the rides, you still don't feel as though you're high up. Like if you look directly down, obviously different story.
Yeah.
But because your eye line is still in line with that mountain range and all the construction and all the cranes in the distance, everything almost feels sort of level.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't feel like you're 250 whatever feet in the air. You don't feel like you're at the top of a 600-foot cliff. Everything feels very leveled out.
600-foot cliff. Wow. Christ.
There's only one place on Earth they could have built Falcons, and that's in Saudi.
Yeah.
with that budget.
And they are building
How much did they spend?
more. Oh God, I don't even know. It's billions. It's billions.
Wow.
And they are building more because it's like in a little cove. It's like a little cove where they've built the theme park, and then on the other side of the cliff, there's like another little like cove exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
And they're building a Dragon Ball theme park there, so that'll be entirely Dragon Ball themed. And they some rumors came out today that they're building 7 of the world's biggest roller coasters just in that park alone. So they'll have Falcons Flight, they'll have all the world record breakers there. Literally next door, there's going to be 7 rides linked to the 7 Dragon Balls, which will be 7 of the biggest roller coasters of their kind in the world. Not sure if it's true or not yet. But the thing is, when Saudi post things like that, you wouldn't put it past them, would you?
Yeah.
Well, and they, of course, they're getting Universal Studios of their own as well.
They are indeed. So basically, when we were driving to site, so I was there about 3 weeks before it opened to the public, and we were driving to site one day. I drove, and when you're driving, went on this dirt track road to get into the staff entrance and around the back. And there was a little sign that said movie theme park. And I was like, what's that? And it originally, he didn't tell me this, but originally if you have a look into it with the Abu Dhabi Disney, that was going to be the space for Disney. But they must. So when you're traveling down towards Qiddiya, it's on the outskirts of Riyadh. You have to go through a security checkpoint. It's literally in the middle of the desert. The security checkpoint kind of checks you out of the city, and you head towards the desert. And when you're driving through the mountains and your ears start popping, there's a massive, big, vast space to the right-hand side, and that's where Disney was pitched, I believe. Because it makes perfect sense, because they said a Middle Eastern location was turned down before they went over to Abu Dhabi and pitched it there. And that same space is now going to be the home of Universal.
Wow.
Hopefully.
What? How close is the airport?
From the park, it is 45 minutes to an hour, but Riyadh traffic is horrendous. I mean, I don't drive. I can't drive with my head condition, but I wouldn't want to drive in Riyadh. It's like watching wacky races.
I've been to the Middle East a couple of times, and do you know what? I went as a kid, and I remember the journey. It was in Cairo, and we got picked up from the airport, and we were going to the hotel, and yeah, it was, it took 2 hours to get there, but all I could hear was just people beeping their horns, people cutting each other up. And I must have been about like 7 or 8. And I remember just crying with laughter the entire journey, because I just thought, this is mental.
New York's like that.
Is it? Yeah.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
The tuk-tuks everywhere. Beep, 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 beep,
Not
beep,
in New
beep.
York.
It's utter chaos. But I think they announced last week that they're building like a fast rail. So they got a metro, which is like the most futuristic thing. It's literally stepping into like the set of The Fifth Element. It really is.
Nice.
Like all of their metro stations are like really like futuristic, and you can basically get a metro from the airport, which takes like 40 minutes to a station called Jeddah Road, and they've got shuttle buses from there that take you to the park, but it's still 30 minutes from that station on a bus to the park.
Yeah.
But they're building like a high fast track rail system which will take you from the airport to the theme park in 30 minutes, so that'd be great. So it cuts out all the traffic.
It does
Yeah,
seem
brilliant.
a bit strange that they would have built such a large park and more parks to come, but not have the transport infrastructure, unless that's all part of the plan.
That's the thing. I mean, at the moment, they are not catering to tourism. This park is very much a Saudi park for Saudi people at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, that kind of when they said that the first sort of hotel wasn't going to be constructed until the end of this year. I mean, as that was proof in the pudding. So they're basically not even building a hotel for another 12 months, until they even like think about welcoming tourism. But it makes sense. I mean, like the population of Riyadh is huge, let alone the rest of Saudi Arabia. And I mean, it's a very young population. So naturally something like that. I mean, before the theme park, I was only there for for a couple of weeks, and there wasn't really much else to do outside of your historic sort of landmarks and exploring the sort of history side of it. They've modernized with your bowling alleys and your cinemas and your usual stuff that you'd see over here, but nothing in the way of like a theme park or attraction, or the indoor malls with like the little SBF kiddie coasters and stuff like that, but nothing on the scale of Qiddiya. It's like their first proper, I'd say, quote unquote theme park, and they're building an entire city there, and it's one of 12 theme parks, I believe, so it's just the start.
That's nuts. That is crazy.
You'd think they'd really want the tour, being an oil-rich country, that they are starting now to
big time
turn towards tourism.
They're starting to dip their toe in with events, aren't they? I mean, they had the Royal Rumble recently with WWE. They have like the Riyadh season sponsoring like the wrestling, the boxing, the UFC, and things like that. So they're kind of opening in terms of sports, and obviously with Ronaldo coming over to play for Al Nassr, that kind of opened up a lot of interest and eyes on the Saudi league just to watch him. So they kind of went down the sports route, but now obviously they're building that infrastructure to cater for it. So Qiddiya, literally to the right of Falcon's Flight, is going to be like one of the World Cup stadiums, which is like this futuristic stadium that basically has a part of the wall that opens up and literally looks over the theme park on the side of a cliff, and it's just next level stuff.
It's like, I remember, because what's it called? It's called like Neon, the line, or whatever. Like this, we're going to build a city, and it's going to be basically like kilometre high. And it's going to be about 700 kilometers long. I'm making these numbers up, but it's just like, you can see it from space. It's going to be basically like the Great Wall of China, but
shiny
and a city.
Yeah,
and it's like, this is like sci-fi shit, man. It's crazy.
It's like Dubai, though, isn't it? When they proposed like a hotel with an Emirates jet on top of it that you could like stay in. There's like an Emirates bar, there'd be like an Emirates hotel, and they're going to park in like an A380 on the top of the spire, and then you can just go in there and have like this panoramic bar. I was just like, okay, that's a Dubai post, right?
It would be like if actually flying, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Probably cheaper to fly on an Emirates A380 than to go onto.
Yeah,
an Emirates
probably.
hotel.
I mean, but have a cockpit have a cocktail in the cockpit. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. But once again, Qiddiya is like one of those projects that it's in the category of it'll never happen. Just like Universal Studios Great Britain, everyone's said it'll never happen. Something's going to happen. Something's going to go wrong. It never feels real. It never feels like it's going to happen. In the UK, we're probably of the mindset of we probably don't deserve it. And now look what's happening. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're not that lucky generally, are we?
No.
And potentially we could have Warner Brothers Studios Tour London. You could have Pewdiepie down to the left.
Yeah,
and then
that'd be nice.
That's a nice little triangle of attractions there, isn't it?
Yeah, like really. Like, that kind of high quality cultural attraction as well as just being kind of fun. So I'd say.
Especially as Pewdiepie is going to be on the same East-West Rail. You'll be able to hop on the train at whatever they call the new station.
Yeah.
Get off at Bicester.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Direct.
There's already a lot of international tourism around there for Bicester Village, isn't there?
What is that noise? Oh, it's Sean. Are you tapping something?
I was tapping on my phone, but I didn't think you could hear it.
Sounded like you had like a BlackBerry or something.
No. I used to many years ago, but no.
All right. What have you got for me, Lawrence?
Well, I was just wondering if we had any
voice notes.
Any
I
voice
think I've got
notes.
this. I don't know if we've done this one yet, but let's just plug this in and see what this one comes out like.
Sean, as you can tell, this is a well put together and very polished production.
I need to delete the voice notes
or we could
once
just
we've done
why
them.
don't we put like an emoji next to it? Because I don't want to delete them. I want to keep them for posterity.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah, but when you said it's not a while, I like this. We thrive in the chaos. It's great. It's not like a copy.
But I get it.
It's robotic interview. It's great.
We'll put a thumbs up emoji on the ones we've played to say that they're
or a
done.
tick.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can we do ticks?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
All
Man.
right, I don't know if we played this one yet, so
Okay.
let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Hey, lads. Just another voice note for you, it's Jim.
It's Jim.
Yeah.
I've just listened to your episode back and that theme song. Don't know, I can't remember who you said thought of it, but that was a cracking theme song. My question this week is, when Universal opens, how do you think the attraction industry, or mainly the theme park industry in the UK, will be affected positively or negatively? Obviously, when Universal opens, a lot of people are going to flock to it. So all of the like Wickseed Park, Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, all of the theme parks around England, how do you think they're going to react or cope? Because obviously people are probably stop going to them as much because Universal's going to be there. So do you think we'll see a lot of closures, or do you think they'll adapt in a way that will try and entice people to come with like half price tickets or 70% off tickets, just try and get people through the door? Because obviously I don't want theme parks closing by any means, but obviously I'm a big Universal fan, so for me that is the main one.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you, Jim.
What do you reckon, Sean?
Well, that's a great question, but it's also a question that we probably think about too much here in the UK, both positive and negatives. I mean, in terms, let's get the negatives out of the way. Merlin are going to shit a brick.
Yeah, for sure.
If you look at Merlin's portfolio, they are investing heavily in overseas property right now. You've got the Galactic Coaster that's just opened in Legoland, Florida, I think today, as we're recording this podcast. And then there's one coming to California, I think in March as well, at the exact same sort of coaster. They're investing in their overseas property, and it's good quality investment. Like Gardaland is like a beautiful theme park. Even though they took over from another company, they still managed to maintain it and look half presentable, whereas certain parks in the UK we can't say the same thing because our investment seems to be going elsewhere. Project Horizon at Alton Towers is pretty much evaporated for the time being. Thorpe Park's space around Hyperia that was going to be more developed, that funding got pulled. The Galactica refurb that was heavily linked with the fact that got pulled. Things have been pulled left, right and centre, and in terms of what we're getting in return, we're getting very little, and prices are soaring up. So when a park like Universal comes along, and they may offer a more premium pricing structure, but they are also offering a better premium product. And it's going to either it could cause Merlin to potentially either sell some of their assets, or at least potentially even worse, get themselves into more debt and more trouble to try and not keep up with Universal, but to kind of revitalize the parks that they have. And I mean, I said it from day one. If you look at Merlin's portfolio in the UK, Blackpool's only Madame Tussauds and a couple of things that are now under Blackpool Council ownership, but they are pulling away northern assets and focusing on Thorpe, Chessington and Legoland. Like the only investment plan that's got a 5-year plan at the moment that's clear is Chessington. They've got a water park planned, they've got some expansion planned, they've got Minecraft, if that is going to be a Minecraft land planned.
Paw Patrol,
investment. And Alton Towers has got, there is nothing on the rumour mill. There's not even a hint wink. Like Bluey was literally probably, I think, the last sort of sign off before they're like, oh shit, we've got nothing.
What is it with all the kiddie IPs they're using?
They've got to bring in that family market. I mean, that's your bread and butter, isn't it? I mean, Paulton's Park are showing everybody how it's done. Really, I mean, they're investing wisely. They're a family targeted market. They've never needed to invest in a big thrill coaster to drive the numbers in. You go to their park and it's never crowded. The queues are never crazy, but yet they're still turning profit and can still reinvest year after year. I mean, as soon as Valgard opens this year, they've got another ride coming next year. Like, they're constantly investing in it. If it's not in rides and attractions, they're investing in infrastructure like solar panels and or to make the park more efficient and things like that. And so in terms of the negative stuff, it could force a big giant like Merlin to struggle, but it could also, with the positives of that, bring in new like tourism to the country on a grander scale and complement Merlin's assets down south. But as far as Alton Towers goes, it's going to be a lonely, cold up north park, which may or may not suffer. It's one of them where if you were Merlin and you were in trouble, and Merlin's your most profitable park, but you're currently focusing on southern investment, which one would be on the chopping block if you were, you had your head screwed on as a sort of a business person?
I mean, for sure. I mean, I think if you're looking at it, and if you look at what the asset would be worth and what potential you have in developing or evolving that asset into something more, like I think Alton Towers is the prime candidate for that. But like the thing is, I got this little sort of like a little bit of theory with, like, look, you've got Bluey that's just been parachuted into Alton Towers. You've got Paw Patrol, obviously, and quite significant investment, for Chessington, which is, as somebody who went to that park a lot growing up, it is nice to see. But it seems like Merlin are they're kind of floundering a little bit. They are. I think what you mentioned there about Paultons is absolutely spot on, because it's like they always are looking at others and going, oh shit, we should have done that. And I think what they've seen with Paultons is they became kind of mainstream with the Peppa Pig thing, right? And then they layered onto that. It's like all then the families that went to Peppa Pig, it's like so that they had a reason to go back. They then developed a new area that catered for that age group that was a few years older. And they've just continued doing that until they've basically built these families that are loyal customers for 10 years. And the problem I think that Merlin have had is that no one's really that loyal to them anymore. Yeah. No one really cares.
High prices, shit service. Nobody wants to queue up for hours. Nobody wants to eat shit food.
And they've lost their soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think...
I've not been to Alton Towers for years. I've never been on the Wicker Man.
Mate, you see.
That was the last
decent.
great addition they did.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah.
But genuinely...
I haven't not been because of that, though, just simply because I don't want to stand in queues for hours and hours. I don't want to be knackered just walking across the damn park.
It's a big place.
Like, genuinely, though, like, Paulton shows you that if Merlin wanted to corner a part of the market with the budget that they have, Paulton shows you that it's possible. And to do it with quality. But I don't know. I think there's some serious mismanagement going on there.
Yeah, I mean, Merlin's always the one that I personally jump to, but of course it is. It's the dominant company that owns, the majority of the theme parks in the UK. But even parks like Pleasure Beach, you could see.
No, you're right.
You can see the negatives there as well for them, because yes, like I think Amanda came out with a statement, said it's great for the UK economy having a brand like Universal come over. It's going to be incredible for London and the surrounding areas. It's going to be incredible for Airbnb owners in Bedford, especially. It's one of them ones where everything seems to be shining a light on the south, whereas everything up north it's going to be a little bit tricky. I mean, Pleasure Beach investing in Invictus, that's great for them to invest that kind of money in a new ride and attraction, but at the same time they face the same thing every year where people are flocking to Blackpool but not walking through the gates of Pleasure Beach. Whether that's pricing, whether that's just the offering, whether that's people like who have grown up around that area, going on the motto of, well, we never used to pay to go in, so we're not doing it now. There's a variety of reasons, but at the same time, if you try and drag the positives, the sort of phoenix from the flame sort of thing, it's going to attract a lot of people to the country, and you just got to hope that those people like a road trip, because I mean, I live in Stoke and Alton Towers is a pain in the arse to get to. So if you're flying into Heathrow planning a trip to Alton Towers, then Godspeed, my friend, because
I mean,
a trip and a half.
It is really, it's just a pilgrimage for enthusiasts. That's kind of what it has become.
Exactly. Exactly. And I mean, if you look at the reviews, if you're flying over as a tourist and you've never been before and you want to go to the theme park, different story. But if you have been before, would you really be inclined to desperately go out of your way to go again? I can't really get into that mindset with me living on the doorstep, but it's one of them ones where if Universal's on your doorstep surrounded by Thorpe, Chessington, parks that are now going to be heavily invested in potentially, or would have no choice but to be invested in, does Alton Towers then just become the one that's left out, or would by then would Alton Towers be under a different ownership? Like, I'd love a park to be coming under like an ownership of someone like Efteling, for example, where they scrap the IPs and we go back to the nostalgia of what made Alton Towers great. Like it needs to lean into a nostalgia. Even CBeebies Land, even though it's nothing to do with my demographic, it annoys me because it's just crammed full of IPs to target the families. And it's like, oh, we've seen that show, so let's build a crappy little ride and get people through the door, overcharge them, and send them on their merry way. But it doesn't have that magic of what Alton Towers used to be, where you used to walk in the park, and when Hex first opened, and it's relying on that nostalgia of the chained oak. You can come out of the park, you can go visit that very tree it's based on. It's just stuff that kind of it kind of encompasses what Alton Towers is about, and that's when it had the magic, when you're having rides that have lore and backstory to the local area, when you're having like original stories, like even 13 doesn't rely on an IP. You've got Curse at Alton Manor, which is the Alton Towers' own lore. Like we need some of that, and I know it's quite ironic me saying that when we're talking about Universal Studios, which is heavily IP reliant. But Universal Studios catapults you into those IPs, whereas Alton Towers and other parks that attempt to do that have you very much sort of seen it through a perspex like frame, sort of. You're not in that attraction. You're not actually in Bluey's world. You are very much in Alton Towers with a riding a coaster named after.
Although that said, they did a cracking job on the Willy Wonka elevator. I always thought that was great.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah,
You remember that?
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was fine, but you thought you felt as if you was in that great glass elevator. Have you seen the one in New York?
No.
The elevator in New York, with using the same technology, and you go up, and then it looks like you come out of the building, do a lap of it, and then go back in. I think it might be in the new World Trade Center.
It is.
Whatever they've got now.
One World Trade Center.
Yeah. If you seen that, Sean?
Nope, never seen it.
Look it up. Watch the YouTube video. It's amazing. And it comes up from it's like a phoenix from the ashes type thing. So you come up from the ruins of the World Trade Center.
That's cool.
And as you go up the building, as you're going up in the lift, you're seeing it be built around you.
Okay.
And it's really quite good. Yeah, amazing.
Have we got any more questions?
I don't know. What do you want to ask?
From the viewers.
Viewers or
A bit too
listeners?
long.
Viewers or listeners? Let's have a look. How much do you think they spent so far on construction? It's hard to tell.
Where's that from?
Yeah.
That's one that you bloody sent.
I didn't send that.
Yeah, you said, "Dear Andy, you are the best. How much do you think they spent on construction
I
so
would
far?"
not say that. No, that's from Nick Hudson,
Nick Hudson,
friend of the pod.
friend of the pod. You will now, Sean, have the official title of friend of the pod.
Oh, nice. Do I get a badge?
I mean, we could probably knock you one up. You got a Sharpie, Lawrence?
Yeah, that's fine.
You could be enemy of the pod, though. Enemy of the pod might be more.
Enemy of the pod. Do you think there will be danger of death signs everywhere?
Oh, that's a reference to Merlin again, isn't it?
Is it?
Like you won't understand the if you think about Katanga Canyon, it used to be such a nice area.
Yeah.
And now it's like 7-foot fences. It's games.
But then, like, I mean, rapids rides they're the only ride that's going to kill you.
Yeah.
It's proven.
But they are,
It's
they are
proven.
great. Only proven if you dick about, though.
Not always. I mean, some,
Well,
if you could be dicking about, but also the boat could flip over and you could get chopped up by the whatsits.
That happened.
With the Watsits. You
That
don't think they have
also
them in
happened.
cages?
Yeah, no, that happened at Dreamworld in Australia. I've been
Yeah.
on that ride. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, nostalgic times.
Did you live?
Well, he's here.
Well, I'm here,
Survived
mate.
it.
Yeah, they rebuilt me. They stitched me back together.
No, I've got no more questions.
Have we run out of voicemails? Voice notes.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
I've got
I
this
answered
is-
that question like a politician, so
Yeah.
it was long enough, really.
Yeah.
No, it was beautifully done, to be honest, Sean. I love it.
How did you get Mohammed on or Mr. Yazin on your show?
I think I
Did you just email him?
I just sent his secretary an email, and she just put me in touch with him, and then they set it up.
Are you asking
that's it,
Sean
is
for
that-
tips on how to get guests on the podcast?
Did you get let down at it? You moved the diary at all?
No, nothing like that. He basically, when he said he was coming, he came.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Because we had exactly the opposite with another
Did you?
local MP, didn't we? Kept letting us down and we gave up in the end. Couldn't be asked, if I'm honest.
Not that Andy is bitter in any way.
No, he's gone on the ban list. If I got a ban list, they'll tell you about it, haven't
He's
I?
handled it so well.
Blacklist list. There's so many names on the blacklist list now, isn't there? But you ask them, oh, no, you haven't got a big enough channel yet. Right, put them on the fucking ban list. They're never coming on when we're big and famous. Never. I hate people with chips on their shoulders. Let's just all have fun.
You have got the biggest chip on your bloody shoulder.
Wait, the guy with the
You've
black
got bloody
list.
McDonald's on your shoulder.
No, you know
Fucking
what
hell.
I mean. I mean, people who, let's just all get along. I can see why, because Sean, you're very much like keep yourself to yourself because of nonsense.
A fucking 100%. Yeah.
There's a lot of politics, isn't there, on the online enthusiast space?
It's
Is there?
ridiculous.
Oh, God,
There is-
massively.
There is forums dedicated to trashing creators. There is rumors. There's people who make stuff up because it gives them some sort of, like a one-up. And it's just, just in there's a song by Bowling for Soup called High School Never Ends. And if you just listen to that song, it basically just says the arseholes will always be arseholes, the jocks will always be jocks, the popular girls will always try to be popular, and nothing ever changes. And it's very much, it just feels like being in high school. And I just took the decision to be like, right, fuck you guys. Like, the only reason is because I speak out. And Parks didn't like it. Fair enough. PR departments absolutely hated it. But the thing is, if you're inviting me to an event, I am not going to come out smiling if something was bad and say that was incredible. Like,
That's good. That's exactly what I'd do. It
you
pisses
just-
me
you-
off.
Yeah,
that.
exactly. And,
do
and
say it.
Case in point, there was a Halloween event that actually got liquidated within a couple of weeks of opening last year. And so many people were on opening day and everyone was like, it's trash. Like, one of the mazes didn't open until like 20 minutes before the actual attraction closed, like the whole place. And everyone was like, it's trash, we're having a terrible night. Like, actors weren't in their positions. You were walking through mazes and it was just bin bags and stuff. And everyone was like having a terrible, terrible time other than spending it with their friends. That was the good part. And that should always be the good part. And then you go and watch their content. We had an amazing time. Thanks for inviting us down. This was the best maze I ever been into. It was like I was in the horror movie. It was unbelievable. Bin bags, best bin bags I've ever seen.
Oh dear. I most definitely wouldn't do that. I'd just say it as it is.
And I couldn't handle the fakeness. I just can't. Yeah, it's not me. And I felt very uncomfortable being around people that could like switch that sort of personality. I mean, if they're being inauthentic on camera, how would they be like as a friend? How would they be like if he trusted them with some information? So I started like playing around with them and like giving them little false rumors and stuff to see if they would spread, and all of them spread every single time. So that's why I just stepped away from it, and I was just like, I'm gonna do my own thing. I've just got my little circle of friends, my little counselling group that go watch Port Vale get beaten every week here in the country.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
You did your own. What was her name? Was it Colleen Rooney or something? Didn't she?
Oh yeah.
Didn't she,
You did your own Wagatha Christie.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You plant the seeds and see where it comes back.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like I remember because there was a couple of instances, and I was just like, I'm just gonna say it and just see what happens and see how long it took. And one literally took 60 seconds before someone else messaged me about it. And I was like, have you heard this? I was like, whoa, that's quick. And then straight away, I've got my proof, haven't I? So
That is mental.
so I grew up with everyone I'm friends with now. I've known for like 10 plus years. I trust them with my life, and I'm obviously going to have other friends in this space and beyond, but it's just not friends that you tell your deepest darkest secrets
Yeah,
to.
of course.
It's just very much. I mean, it's just one of them, isn't it? It's not a space that I found trust and honesty in. So I'm not going to lean into it.
No, I wouldn't trust these two.
Yeah.
No. I would,
Lawrence eats too much, and Mike looks
We
shifty.
know where you live now, though.
yeah.
Yeah, we know where you live. Oh, no, I don't actually.
I know where. I know where Mike
you know
lives,
where-
actually.
Do you know where Mike
Yeah,
lives?
yeah. I've dropped
Well,
him
there
off
you
a
go
few
then.
times.
We know where you live.
You
Write his address down.
It's a much less stressful experience now, though, because I mean, it was all drama. Like when the year Hyperia opened, it was drama, and then literally last year was the most relaxing. I think I had my first actual holiday. It was a theme park holiday, not content.
nice.
It was a theme park holiday, and I was just like, it was the best time that I had in Florida. No cameras, no nothing, and it was just it was bliss, utter bliss.
That's when you're someone like, let's take Theme Park Worldwide for example,
Yeah.
who it can't go somewhere without picking up a camera.
No.
And you're kind of putting yourself in the position that was like, I can't really enjoy the day.
No, I
But
mean,
if
but
you're-
like, I mean, look, to me, like, I think, like, we're all approaching things at different levels, right? And in different ways. Like, for example, look, Sean, we are sitting in a very, very glamorous cabin at the end of Andy's garden.
Shed.
I was going to say shed, but I didn't want to demean it.
It's his wanking shed.
We are.
Tell everyone.
Fucking hell. But no,
Get the black light out on that thing.
we are, you know, we're having beers, we're eating. It's just like we're doing this because actually, do you know what? We enjoy just the
Yeah.
process,
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
and
Well, we started this
just doing
just
it in the
sat
pub.
in the pub
Yeah.
talking shit.
then we were
And we
like,
thought
hey,
we
this
could
is
record
content.
this.
So we just thought, all right, let's just take it. Yeah, let's just put the microphones on.
Yeah.
But like, you know, for example, like Sean at Theme Park Worldwide, like he's attacking that like a full-time job, and I respect that too. Like that's not the attitude that I'm taking with it. I'm not attacking it like it's a full-time job. I'm
We've
attacking
all
it
got our
like,
careers. This is just a career path he's taken.
Yeah.
I've got another career path.
exactly. Yeah,
But,
yeah.
You know, I do this part time, but tell you what, it starts to eat into your time.
It does eat
doing
into your
this,
time.
doesn't it?
It does eat into your
But
time.
at what point are you visiting a theme park thinking this is
Good
all
content.
for work?
This is
None of this is
job.
for leisure now.
Yeah.
When my
It
s-
depends. Yeah, mine depends because sometimes. Well, I mean, when I first started the channel, I wanted to hit those milestones, and I mean, I still do. I mean, even though 100K,
Of course.
it doesn't mean anything.
We all
to
chase the
anybody
numbers.
else. Yeah, it's always that one where it's like, oh, I'm gonna have like a little plaque maybe just to say, oh, you know, you achieved something in your life. Congratulations. It's one of them, isn't it? But there's sometimes you're making content for the sake of it. And I was
Yeah.
going to places I didn't want to go. I was going to Alton Towers for like the 20th time in that particular month and a half, or because it's right there. And it just got to the point where I was like, what am I doing? So now it's very much pick and choose where
Yeah.
I can go to a park and not record and I don't care. But I seem to pick and choose the more exclusive side of things now. So if a new ride's opening or a new event, that'd be worth me covering. Whereas if I just go as a normal visit, what's the point? It's this, there's like Sean, I went up to him once and I joked to him and he's filming. I said, Sean, you've recorded that tree 7 times this week. It hasn't changed. Like, it's the same. It's the same tree. Like, what's different? Why is there a new bin that's just been put into place on Forbidden Valley? Is this beneficial content? And he just does it because he's in a routine of doing it. It's that daily content vlogger now, just like streamers, which are I would say one step even more extreme, where no one turns the camera off. If you go toilet, people are waiting outside with a camera waiting for you to come back out. I don't know where you go, and some people take you in.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah. It's a mad world we live in, isn't it, Sean?
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
It's a mad world, man.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But I mean, from Sean's perspective, if I was on his numbers and making that kind of money, then of course keeping it relevant, keeping it up to date, great. But I draw the line at, you know, 2nd week of April, Alton Towers vlog. 3rd week of April, Alton Towers vlog. And that sort of process.
I guess when it's your bread and butter, everything changes.
Yeah.
You've got to put the numbers out. At the moment, this is years away from replacing my wage and my job.
Yeah.
So, you know, you don't care that much. I mean, you do care, but you don't care.
You care about making sure that, because you know the time you're going to spend is not going to be of financial reward. It's got to be a time well spent that you're going to enjoy, right?
Yeah.
That you've created something that maybe you can kind of enjoy later, or other people can enjoy. And, you know, that ultimately, right? I mean, this sounds very sort of hippie, but that's probably the best place for content to come from anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. You've got to go to a place, and the viewers have got to see that emotion in you. Like to me, Alton Towers was getting tired. It was getting boring. Every video I was doing was getting more and more negative. Me and Bianca were falling out because I was saying stuff and she didn't like what I was saying when she was in there, and the PR team didn't like what I was saying, and things like that. And it just come to the point where I was watching videos back and I was like, there's not one positive thing. Normally when I go to a place and I review it and I don't like it, there'll always be a positive that I can sort of drag out of a negative situation. But when I was watching the videos back, I was like, there's not one positive thing that I've said in this entire video. Like, this was a trash event. This is a trash event in a currently trash park that's getting worse and worse and worse. So I just sort of stepped away from Alton Towers content, because if it got to the point where I was falling out of love with my childhood park, then why the hell am I still doing it?
Oh, definitely, exactly. You know, then what's the point in that?
Exactly.
certainly.
Exactly.
Well, it's wow. This is going on to be the longest ever episode we've done.
Sorry.
Really? We've obviously had a lot to talk about.
No, we have. It's been really
but
interesting.
Yeah, honestly, you're kind of you're butting heads up there with Alicia Stella now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, honestly, like Sean, thanks so much for kind of jumping on with us, man. Like, I really have appreciated. And do you know what? It is massively appreciated, just like speaking to people and you just being totally real. You used the word authentic earlier, and I think, you know, you've kind of epitomized that, mate. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying it. It's hard because obviously in a world where, you know, I think I said it on my Q&A, where everyone posts a video and you're just talking to a lens, and then obviously the people watching you back, it's very one-sided, isn't it? That person who's watching you can't say a comment and I can't reply to it, so it always feels like I'm talking at people or talking to people. But like, it's why I reply to every single comment. Like, it doesn't matter how many come in, I will reply to every single one. And everyone's got an opinion. It doesn't mean it's wrong. As long as we can all appreciate other people's differencing of opinions and do it respectfully, then that's what it's all about. Obviously, you get a majority of assholes in this community, as we all know, but you do get them now and again, and you get people going off on tangents and causing all the toxicity that we were talking about earlier. But there are some good eggs in there as well who genuinely just want to go and enjoy this hobby and be passionate about an exciting industry that's only going to get more exciting in the future with the addition of this Universal Park.
Yeah,
exactly. We all love this thing, don't we? Why do we need to beef?
Why do we need to ruin it? I mean, I
No
know,
one's beefing. No one's beefing.
No.
It's great fun.
No.
We look forward to seeing you when it is all open, or if you come down before, give us a shout, because we are literally. I'm the closest within about 1,000 meters, and Lawrence is not very far. You're the furthest away, aren't you? You're not.
I'm
very
the
far
furthest
at all,
away,
then.
and it's 2.1 miles.
Yeah.
I am curious about this shed, but I feel as though I need to come in with a hazmat suit and a black light.
Do you know what? I'd recommend the first. I would save yourself the second, just because I don't think you want to know.
It gets a bit smelly in here because it's blokes farting. But,
it stinks.
It does stink. But no, it's not a shed. It's one of those log cabins you can buy.
Honestly, sure, it'll be great, Sean. You know, if you're down in the area, let us know, and we'll do it in person, and you know, you can join us for the grub.
Yeah, next time you're in MK, checking out the museum.
You're in
far
MK.
at all,
So
is
you're
it?
only down the road, man.
Well, I'm there a lot, really. Yeah. So my friends, they live close to Aylesbury, so I'm there very a lot. So
Oh, bloody hell!
Yeah,
mate.
let us know.
You're practically local.
Yeah, Aylesbury's not far at all.
All
Right.
right, very quickly though, Sean. So where can people find you, just so that we can we make sure that we tick that box for you, man?
yeah, of course. So you can go on the website, which is liftdillsandthrills.com. That's more your usual sort of press release, opinion content, things like that, or any sort of reviews or links to interviews and things like that. Or you can watch on YouTube, which is Lift Dills and Thrills. The content isn't as regular anymore, but rest assured that when videos do go, I've either A, scraped the barrel and it's just got to go up because it's got to go up, or B, it'll actually be a decent video, hopefully, fingers crossed. If not, give me abuse in the comments and I'll give you abuse back. That's the great thing about me replying to every single one.
Exactly.
That is the wonder of the internet right there. Look, Sean, thank you so much, mate. It's been an
thanks for
absolute
joining
pleasure.
us.
No
it's
worries,
been
gents. Thank you very much.
You've also, I just wanted to plug you back to the movies as well. I know we did it earlier on, but that's a pretty decent website. Actually, I quite enjoy reading that. So just wanted to mention that
Thank you.
one last time.
But
Let's wrap this one up then, shall we, guys?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you all in. Have we done our end?
No, we haven't said goodbye
do the
properly, have we?
outros.
Look, and before you go, if you've not done the 5-star
we
thing,
haven't.
do the 5-star thing.
Yeah.
Leave us a 5-star review. If you want to send us a question, go to brickingitpod.co.uk, or you can do a voicemail. A voicemail. Yeah, on 07440 561162.
And we haven't got Dolly to sing it, but we will organise her to
We'll
be.
be
on the unit.
yeah.
I promise one day.
Yeah,
I'll
she'll
get
be
it
on
on.
the unit, so we can just
Get Dolly
it
on the
all-
pod.
Get
Yeah.
Dolly on the pod. I've been Lawrence from Universally Bedford.
I've been Mike from Universal. What's it called? United
Oh
Kingdom
my
Resort.
God, man.
Oh man! Oh, I'm beers in. Several beers in.
Universal.
United Kingdom Resort updates. The
I've
best
been-
channel.
Yeah, Andy from Project Universal, and Sean has been.
Sean from Lifters and Thrills.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye
Catch you
bye.
later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.